Thanks for joining Veiled Mystic today as we take a look at the clairvoyant gift of witnessing. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. The phenomenon of witnessing in psychic and spiritual development. Among intuitive capabilities emerging in some individuals pursuing spiritual development pathways or psychic awakening, the phenomenon of witnessing represents a distinct ability warranting greater attention in research literature given profound transformational implications. As the term suggests, witnessing in the psychical context refers to directly perceiving events, realms or entities beyond ordinary sensory perception and outside the constraints of linear time. These visions transcend mental imagination or projection of astral environments. They entail actually gazing within or remotely tuning into sacred visionary states, revealing inner and outer worlds equally real as consensus reality yet hidden behind veils limiting most people's breadth of consciousness. Awakening the witness. In a generalized sense, all forms of clairvoyance resonate with witnessing phenomena since visions arise in mediums rather passively without willful control. However, specific applications of witnessing better accord with advanced meditative states where dedicated spiritual practitioners trip various triggers or thresholds, expanding awareness to realize profoundly expanded identity as eternal soul consciousness unlimited by any single incarnation's narrow perspective. Through intense practice, calming mental ripples into stillness akin to placid lakes reflecting unblemished skies, adepts transcend ingrained notions of individualized separate self to unlock soul memories and directly tap what the Hindu traditions name Akashic records, containing holographic blueprints encoding existential patterns for all manifestation processes. Essentially, they come to identify their true nature as infinite cosmic awareness presently focused within a transient human avatar for purposes of gathering experience through cycles of incarnation. The dissolution of boundaries distinguishing self and other reveals interconnected unity despite superficial diversity. Duality dissolves into non-dual monism where divisions melt away, revealing only impartial divine essence behind all seeming multiplicity. This unitive state of being facilitates profound revelation known in Eastern lineages as Satori or Gnostic awakening. As adepts stabilize access to this cosmic witness perspective, they often graduate through progressive initiatory stages, each marked by characteristic breakthroughs in mystic visionary experience. These phases encompass profound National Geographic-like adventures charting unseen realities and the hierarchy of light beings stewarding various planes of existence. Occult cartography ops very long-term dedicants to glimpse behind reality's curtain at the architectural blueprints lying beneath superficial physical appearance and embed profound secrets encoded symbolically in visionary scenery, awaiting their decoding. Accounts suggest traversal across past, future and parallel worlds with spirit guides escorting witnessing seers as they directly behold the machinery of existence itself. Psychic journey features. Common motifs recur in the visionary terrain witnessed by advanced clairvoyants that reveal intriguing consistencies independent of cultural context, pointing to archetypal patterns and landscape features, tuning the seer's consciousness toward profound truths, unifying cosmic and quantum revelation into perennial philosophy's sacred sciences. Light temples of celestial and terrace cities feature prominently in witness reports, like shimmering jeweled mountains of unearthly design reaching upward through dimensions toward an infinite apex point. Geometrically impossible structures dwarfing earthly scales reveal the heavenly Jerusalem or Mount Meru, symbolism evoking Corinthian fractal architecture recursively embedded from micro to macro. Other descents probe subterranean halls of records far below ground in hollow earth, sealing Akasha encoded tablets awaiting rediscovery. Various schools indeed suggest high-order civilizations spanning transdimensional bandwidths actively mentor human ascent across eons through imparting uttermost esoteric wisdom to distinguished emissaries ripened for receiving, recording and eventually relaying this knowledge for mass enlightenment. Prodigal sons returning imply completion nearing full activation. Epic landscapes further chronicle humanity's long odyssey across epics and local universal realms catalogued in star maps or crystal tablet libraries encoding mankind's galactic migrations and even prior biogenesis, seated here from divine cosmic motherships voyaging through infinity cycles ago. Contacts teach witnessing seers ancient history far predating modern times or religions to unveil the greater cosmic context encompassing human experience as but one facet of vastly greater minds always shepherding collective awakening. Witnessing applications. Practical applications for employing the witness state in more mundane context apart from touring invisible realms with spirit guides include psychopomp passenger abilities, allowing mediums to remotely view faraway locations astrally, tracking disembodied spirits by observing their interactions until they consent to moving on into the light, or relaying messages to and from multidimensional beings shrouded by dimensional veils limiting full manifestation. In medical intuitive domains, Developing witnessing permits scanning patient energy fields and physiology beyond external flesh to identify disorder sources manifesting later as disease so they may receive early preventative treatment through vibrational medicine, correcting faulty patterns before cells spread pathology. Stellar seers tap astronomical data encoded in sacred temple reliefs, charting processional shifts and astrological ages across vast expanses of time well beyond recorded histories to unveil destiny and direction for Earth's spiritual graduates nearing collective ascension. Quantum sciences likewise interpret the visionary metaphors toward modeling unified field dynamics. Ecophilosophy and Earth changes. As ecological sentinels, contemporary seer witnesses employ blogs to publish urgent exospheric briefings by the spiritual hierarchy on accelerating Earth changes and humanity's clairvoyant function, monitoring biospheric upshifts impacting global climate stability as this planet transitions toward heightened baseline resonance. Writers like transpersonal psychologist Dr. L. Kali relayed key data in the 90s regarding the interdimensional physics behind Earth's current transition into higher dimensional alignment and how ecologic breakdown and geoatmospheric volatility represent symptomatic externalization of collective trauma and shadow neglect in human consciousness, now undergoing healing purification prior to ascension through the photon band stimulated by galactic alignments. Visionary ecology understands environmental interconnectivity through energy exchange across transpersonal layers of reality unfolded interior to sensory planes. Subtle energy disturbances redistribute across the holon of life. As Earth mirrors inner human states, so too our biopsychospiritual layers interpenetrate with tectonic telluric forces and the geophysiology of this sentient gynosphere. By witnessing the energetic dialogue within morphogenetic fields and cosmic consciousness threading all planetary members together in symbiotic unity, seers directly discern causes of disorder beyond outward conditions to facilitate compassionate navigation of these transitional ages where space weather and upshifted solar radiation may impact technologically augmented but psychologically immature human societies overdue for a wisdom upgrade. Visionary witnessing provides the diagnosis and therapy breakthrough. Shamanic echoes. Interestingly, modern clairvoyant witness phenomenology is experienced through deep trance meditation states strongly echoes traditional shamanic belief systems where tribal sorcerers and oracular priestesses derive authority from well-developed faculties permitting them to directly witness otherworldly regions and acquire highest guidance unavailable to ordinary members through such spirit contacts. Like pre-modern magical adepts traversing cosmic layers vertically, contemporary seers appear equally skilled navigating horizontally by remote viewing actions in distant physical locations through sending subtle energy projections while consciously anchoring major aspects of awareness at their present site. Adept projectors acquire targeting coordinates and encryption keys, glimpse covert operations otherwise unavailable for public oversight. In many ways this complements astral travel and witness goal and applicability. Indeed, exceptional psi capacities underlie claims by shamans and magical ritualists across most small-scale pre-modern societies to directly engage otherworldly forces, entities and states of reality inaccessible to larger predominant exoteric religious rituals of common folk who lacked such extensive and frequent direct encounters with the parallel dimensions, and could rely only on priestly authorities administering temple rites or theurgists interceding spirit congress on their behalf rather than personally experiencing the otherworld. Skepticism around witness reliability. Naturally profound extraordinary claims draw intense skeptical scrutiny and establishment dissent given intellectual hegemony still governing official materialistic science, filtering permissible evidence to fit sanctioned models of reality, excluding mysticism's unconventional yet veridical findings from threatening orthodox explanatory paradigms. Critics understandably refute witness reports lacking tangible measurement proof or control group comparisons to demonstrate authenticity over imagined fabrication by psyches deluding themselves through trance states, simply accessing creative symbols or archetypes from unconscious programming. Indeed, altered states permit extreme subjectivity, rendering experiences unfalsifiable where external corroboration proves impossible. However, proponents counter that dismissal stems from ignorance to consciousness fundamentals, logic, hyperspatial physics and subtle energetics still awaiting their scientific Copernican revolution, ending intellectual denial and stigma over divination arts continuously proved valid. All shamans need not suffer psychopathology simply because their mystical witnessing reports unfathomable by limited mainstream frameworks. Responsible open-minded analysis obliges respect for profound phenomenon beyond standard comprehension even amidst uncertainty when reputable experts accumulate enough supporting statements pointing to factual realities behind certain visionary content. Holistic integration and discernment provides better response than knee-jerk rejection of evidence for researchers yet struggling to replicate or mathematically model these bleeding-edge frontiers awaiting their eventual illumination by minds disciplined enough to pierce illusions, veils clouding human vision since time immemorial. Space brothers await our welcome signal. Witnessing unveiled. The phenomenal visionary capacity known as witnessing arguably represents the apex of psychic and spiritual development, the ascended state sought across esoteric traditions from remotest recorded history. All accounts concur that achieving expanded witnessing awareness radically transfigures identity orientation as egocentrism dissolves into transpersonal cosmic unity consciousness transcending individual incarnation. By containing multitudes of worlds and variously focused soul aspects, dedicated practitioners come to embrace existence as a miraculous holographic multidimensional playground of boundless being rather than limited linear becoming. This dissolution of false dichotomies reconciles inner and outer worlds into non-dual completeness. Such profoundly empowering living experience surely warrants deeper investigation beyond intellect's limitations. Our divine birthright beckons those prepared to seek behind the cosmic curtain where future sciences will unfold the greatest kept secrets and liberate ignorance once and for all.